The political security prison in Homs was one of the most feared places in Syria. The Assad regime forces tortured and murdered on an industrial scale. It was a documented conspiracy to keep the family in power, and it intensified as anti-regime protests took hold in 2011 and continued for years. Homs was at the centre of the uprising. Last December, as the regime collapsed, the retreating officers did all they could to destroy evidence of their crimes. It's still burning.
This is a list of people arrested for certain crimes. It was in 2012, at the beginning of the revolution.
Hundreds of thousands of documents were burned, but some survived. With the permission of the authorities in Homs, we returned to see what evidence we could find. Some of the alleged crimes were trivial. Even a text criticising Bashar al-Assad could send you to jail to face torture or death.
Here, someone was arrested because there was a message in his phone that says something bad about President Bashar al-Assad. Yeah, it is just an excuse for them to arrest them and to execute them. I think that at that time, 2012, everyone was arrested, disappeared.
And yet the only evidence they have is a message on their phone that somebody didn't like the president.
Big crime.
Simple as that.
My cousin had the same problem. He was also about 20 years old, and they saw a message in his phone. Then he was arrested. Then he disappeared.
And you've never seen him again?
No.
This is personal for everyone. Every Syrian wants the truth. We met Tahar Tadmori last year. He wanted information about the fate of his brother Firaz. Tahar's family apartment overlooks the political prison. For days the family kept a constant vigil from this balcony. His brother was called to a meeting at the prison in March 2013. He told Tahar he hadn't done anything wrong and would go to the meeting. They never saw him again.
I see the windows of the prison where the people tortured. I heard the people crying, please stop, beat me. When I hear this, I call my mother and father, please, Baba, go inside. Why? Yes, it's better to go inside, because I don't want them to hear the voices from this building. Yes, it is about 15 meters only from the prison and my father's home balcony. Yes, we heard so many times, we heard the shouting or crying of people under the ground.
Thousands of demonstrators were rounded up and held here before being moved to other prisons listed in the documents. The files also list the deaths of some in custody here. It's like confession after confession after confession.
Yeah.
Deaths recorded next to their alleged confessions.
And these are the investigators also signed.
We know that people were being, particularly on Fridays, all picked up and ended up here, and presumably they just went through
Exactly, yeah. And they say, they asked him, for example, that according to the report, that you were seen on the shoulders saying something bad against the government and Bashar Assad. So that was his accusation, and as we have seen there, then he died by heart attack here. Yeah.
It's known regime officials falsely recorded the cause of deaths as heart or respiratory failure.
And here, the head of political security signed this paper, Hossam Luqa.
Hossam Luqa was known for his brutal suppression of the protest movement and was promoted because of it, eventually becoming head of general security for the whole country. He remains one of the most wanted men in Syria for alleged war crimes. Also in the charge remains evidence that everyone was being spied upon, Syrians and foreigners alike. It was institutionalized paranoia.
They asked for someone who is American, so collect information about the American. So this is 2015 in Safir Hotel, and the journalist from Koido, Japanese, These are the employees in the UN, in the Safir Hotel.
We continue to search for any reference to Taha Tadmori's brother Firaz. Finally, in a registration book discarded on the floor, a breakthrough.
This is Muhammad Firas bin Nadir Tadmori. He was arrested 3rd of March 2013. So he stayed here for a month. Here, it says the date when he was set free or sent somewhere else. So it said he was sent to the Committee of Investigation on 4th of April 2013.
The number of people detained here, all recorded in these registration books year after year, is staggering.
I mean, thousands of names. Thousands. Just book after book after book of it, year after year. Incredible.
And from the surviving documents like these, perhaps some answers for the families of the missing.
So many security officials said to us, all the prisoners who were taken before 2013, all of them were killed. Don't ask about your brother. All the prisoners who were taken before 2013 were killed.
If what Taha was told is correct, then all of these people detained here at this one prison in 2011, 2012 and 2013, who have not been seen again, are dead. And someone needs to answer for that. Stuart Ramsey, Sky News, Homs.